provided by StudioPress. This video is my attempt at showing you how easy it is to use Genesis. Although I'm just setting up the site to look like the demo, by the end, you should have a good idea of how customizable Genesis themes are. Afterwards, feel free to play around with the widget sections and make the site layout exactly how you want it. Let's get started. Here is the web hosting training website that we set up in the previous training video. It has WordPress with the Genesis framework and the Metro child theme. This is how your site should look without any configuration. We want the website to look like the Metro demo from StudioPress.com. This video will walk you through this configuration. The first thing we need to do is go to the StudioPress.com member download section. This is on StudioPress.com, My StudioPress, and then Downloads. You'll either receive this page here or a login prompt for you to enter your username and password. Once you are on this page, you'll need to scroll down to the Metro child theme here and click Get Started. This link provides instructions for you to set up your Metro child theme. I like to have these instructions copied to my favorite text editor. So what I'll do is I'll copy from here all the way down to the bottom of the page. Right click, copy, and then I'll paste that in to my text editor. Now that I have this information copied to my text editor, I'll move this off to the side. Now that the instructions are moved off the recorded screen area, I will be showing you the instructions as I make the changes to the site. This way, you'll still be able to follow along. Before we get started, it is important to understand that Genesis makes heavy use of the widget configuration area of your WordPress installation. This is webhostingtraining.com under Appearance, then Widgets. These areas right here is what we'll be configuring. Let me show you these widget areas in the StudioPress demo. Now that we have an idea of the widget sections, let's go ahead and begin the configuration process. This is the main dashboard area. And from here, we want to go to Settings, Reading, and make sure your latest posts is selected. If you've made a change here, go ahead and click Save Settings. Once finished, I want to set up the site exactly like the demo, so I'll be using the WordPress import function. Go to Tools, Import. We want to use the WordPress importer, so click that, and you'll be taken to this screen, which will install the importer. Just click Install Now, and it is successfully installed. Click on Activate Plugin and Run Importer. From here, it is asking us for our XML file. To get this, we need to go to the Genesis desktop folder that I had you create in the previous instruction video. I'll bring up that folder now, and from here you'll see that I have my metro.zip, my Genesis zip file, and I downloaded the background that I'll be using for the website. Now let's open the metro.zip file, double-click on the Metro folder, Double-click on the XML folder, and you'll see the metro.xml file here. Go ahead and right-click, copy, and then go back to the main folder. I'll right-click and paste, and now we have our metro.xml file that we'll use to import. Let's go ahead and minimize that screen, and then click on Browse, and click on the metro.xml file. Click Open, click Upload File and Import, and then from here, select your admin username for both options. Click Download and Import File Attachments, and then click Submit. Now that the import process has been completed, it'll say All Done, Have Fun. So let's go to our website and then click Refresh. As you can see, the website has been populated with all new content. With that completed, let's go back to the dashboard, and I'll show you how to flip between the various color options. Go under Genesis, then Theme Settings. And from the Color Style section, you can select blue, green, orange, pink, or red. As a quick example, I'll show you the blue. I'll hit Save Settings. Then I'll go to the website and hit Refresh. Now the color has been switched to blue. I'll go ahead and switch it back to the default color scheme and save settings. The next thing we need to do is set up our background image. Let's go back to the dashboard, go under Appearance, and then Background. To set the background, we'll click on Browse, and then select a very large background image to use. Then click Upload. Then let's save changes. Now that the background has been set, let's go ahead and look at the website again. As you can see, the background image has been loaded on our website. The next thing I want to do is set up the primary navigation and secondary navigation. Let's go to the WordPress dashboard again, and then we'll go to the menus area. From this screen, just set the primary navigation menu to primary navigation, the secondary navigation menu to secondary navigation, and then click Save. If we go to the web hosting training website and refresh, you'll see we now have a primary navigation and secondary navigation section. These navigation sections were automatically created when we imported the XML file. If you are not using the import XML method, go ahead and create a new menu by clicking the plus icon. Name your menu, then click Create Menu. From here, just add the items you want to appear. And then once done, you should have some items here. Click on Save Menu. Once saved, go ahead and select the menu for the primary navigation. I named it Menu. And then click Save again. Now I'm on the website, I'll hit Refresh, and you'll see the new menu item with our custom pages. Since I want the site to look like the demo, I'll go ahead and switch it back to primary navigation. The next thing is, the demo has a date listed right here. Let's go ahead and add that date to our primary menu. Go to your dashboard, then go under Genesis, then go under Theme Settings, and from here, click Enable Extras on right side, and then for Display the Following, choose today's date, which is already selected. Once finished, click Save Settings, go to the website, and you'll now see the date listed on the primary navigation. The only thing left to do is to set up the text that they have here for the demo. I'll switch to the demo, and you'll see it says like this theme, and then they have a link here. So we'll go ahead and configure this section by going under Appearance, then Widgets. That left text in the secondary navigation is configured under Subnav Left. We just need to add a text widget there and enter the HTML we'd like to appear there. So we'll go under Subnav Left, click the drop arrow, and then we'll drag and drop this text widget to that area, and we'll enter our HTML, and then click Save. From here, we'll see how it looks on the website. And as you can see, training site, see first website video training series with a link is listed. I noticed there's a small error with a space between the link and the exclamation point, so I'll quickly fix that. I'll hit Save again, and that will be fixed. The next thing I want to add is a search option for the right side of the header. This is a demo, and they have a search box here. Let's go ahead and configure that. Let's go back to our widget area. I'll close this, and then we'll go under the header right section. We'll add the search widget, and then click Save. Back on our website, we'll see the search option has been included. The next thing I want to add is the sections that are on the demo, which the first one is this featured story option. This area is the home top widget area, which is listed here. We need to add the Genesis featured posts widget to the home top section, and then I'll configure it just like the instructions show. And once finished, click on Save. Let's see how the site looks. I'll hit refresh, and you'll see we now have the featured story section. The next item in the demo is this home middle left section. Let's go ahead and configure that now. We'll go to the widgets. I'll minimize this. And here is the home middle left section. Let's go ahead and add the Genesis featured posts. And then we'll configure it exactly like the instructions show. And then click Save. There's one thing I did notice, and that is this image size that says thumbnail should actually be changed. I'll show you here. We'll refresh the page, and you'll see that the image does not span all the way across. The instructions show to use the thumbnail 150 by 150 image size, but that's actually incorrect. We want the image to appear like this in the demo, so I'll switch the image size to the home middle 336 by 190 image size option, and I'll click Save. Going back to the demo, Now that I've refreshed the page, you'll see that the image spans all the way across. Now we'll do the same thing for the home, middle, right area. Go under Widgets, then go under Home, Middle, Right, and add the Genesis Featured Posts section, and then go ahead and configure. And then we'll click Save. Let's see how the website looks. Okay, we now have the middle left area and the middle right area. Now let me switch to the demo, and let's configure this bottom section. Let's go to the widget area of our dashboard. We'll minimize that, expand that for home bottom, and just like before, we'll add the Genesis Featured Posts widget. Click and drag. Drop it into the home bottom area. And let's configure. And then click Save. And let's see how it looks. And as you can see, we now have the featured stories with 3 blog posts with images aligned to the left. Now the next thing I want to configure is the primary sidebar widget area. You'll see in the demo that they have all these different options in the sidebar. Let's go ahead and try to recreate that. The first thing I want to set up is the 411 on me section. Let's go under Widgets, expand the primary sidebar, and let's add a text widget. That's listed right here. Just click and drag that up there, and let's configure it. The title was the 411 on me, and this text they gave us in the instructions. Click Save. Go to our website, and you'll see this new section has been added. Now on the demo, the next thing they show is this email newsletter section. This is actually a custom plugin called eNews Extended. So let's go ahead and add that to our plugins. Click on Plugins, Add New, and let's do a search for eNews Extended. Click Search, and you'll see the Genesis eNews Extended plugin. Click on Install Now. Click OK, and you can see it says Successfully Installed. Click Activate, and I noticed that they use the Genesis Latest Tweets plugin, so we'll go ahead and add that as well. Click Add New, then type Genesis Latest Tweets, then click Search Plugins. And then we want this Genesis Latest Tweets plugin. Go ahead and click Install Now. And then activate it. Now let's go ahead and configure the newsletter that we saw in the demo. We'll go under Appearance, then Widgets. We'll open the primary sidebar, and we'll add this Genesis eNews Extended. That will only be there once you install the plugin. Now let's go ahead and configure it. And click Save. Now let's look at our website. And you'll see we have this new email newsletter section. Now, once you've completed the email newsletter configuration, let's go back to the widget screen. The next item we want to add is the Recent Posts widget. Configure that to show the amount of posts that you want to show, and then click Save. Now we'll go back to our site and see that the Recent Posts option has been added. Now let's add the latest tweets, which is found here. Then go ahead and configure it. Then click Save. Let's look at the site, and we see our recent tweets from my Hosting Choose Twitter account. I notice it's missing a title, so I'll add that now, and then click Save. And as you can see, the title is now appearing. Let's go ahead and configure the footer widgets, which is at the bottom of the website. Let me show you the demo. And as you can see, they have footer widgets down here. Let's go ahead and configure those now. Let's go back to the dashboard and go under footer 1, which is the left footer. Go ahead and enter in the text widget. Then input your HTML that you would like to use and click Save. Let's look at the website. And you'll notice that we now have text on the footer left area. I'd like to go ahead and enter a title. And then click Save. And we should now have a title. It says thanks for visiting. Let's go ahead and add the other two footer sections. And for footer 3, they use two different widgets, the tag cloud widget and the search widget. And we'll see how it looks. And as you can see, the footer now looks almost identical to the WordPress demo. Now let's switch to our site at webhostingtraining.com, and you'll see the whole site pretty much looks exactly like the demo. Well, I hope this walkthrough helps anyone that wants to use the Genesis framework and their awesome premium child themes. Although this tutorial is for the Metro child theme, you can use this video as your guide for following the setup instructions provided by StudioPress on